Good afternoon, I'm Rob Boskamp, and you're listening to South Texas Midday. It's Wednesday, September 10th. Higher rates are on the horizon for Corpus Christi water and wastewater bills. Yesterday, City Council voted to move forward on a proposed increase that would raise the average water rate by $4.78. City leaders also raised wastewater rates by $4.20. Additional funds would help with infrastructure and also cover costs of delivering an extra 17 million gallons of water per day through the Mary Roads pipeline, as well as offsetting any rising budgetary and debt service costs. During the meeting, Corpus Christi Water Interim COO Nick Winkleman presented a wastewater rate analysis showing a 3% annual increase from fiscal year 2020 to 26, totaling a 24% increase. During the meeting's public comment session, highlights included opposition to property registration fees and support for the Reclaimed Water Project, which could provide 11 to 16 million gallons of water per day at between $4 to $5 daily. City Council also discussed the fiscal year 2027-2032 Rapid Repavement Project. Members discussed reinstating the street maintenance fee, which previously generated $12 million annually but was sunset in 2023. The proposed rate is $6.67 per 1,000 square feet, estimated to raise $11 million from January to September of 2026 and $15 million in 2027. And beginning October 1st, those flying out of Corpus Christi International Airport will pay more to park following a vote by City Council. Yesterday, Council approved a measure to raise parking fees as part of the airport's 5-year plan to increase revenue. Under the new rates, daily parking will increase from $11 to $13 per day. Long-term parking will go from $13 to $15 per day. The first 3 hours of parking will remain free. Last week, the Brownsville City Commission adopted by unanimous vote a budget of $253 million for fiscal year 2026 that maintains the current property tax rate of 60.3504 cents per $100 of a property's value. According to the Brownsville Herald, Mayor John Cowan Jr. described the new budget as a blueprint for progress. He credited commissioners for coming together to support a budget that, quote, invests in public safety, infrastructure, parks, and expanded library services while maintaining fiscal responsibility. End quote. The city had proposed a tax rate of 61.3629 cents, which is what the state's voter-approved tax rate would have set it, according to Deputy City Manager and Chief Financial Officer Alan Gard. Critics prompted the city to request a budget reflecting a flat tax rate, which was approved with the new budget. Alice City officials recently approved a new fiscal year 2026 budget that includes a tax increase and pay raises for most city employees. City Council approved a property tax rate of 61.5706 cents, up from the current rate of 56 cents, according to City Manager Michael Esparza. He explained to KRAS 6 News that the tax increase will help offset additional city expenses.
So it's generating a little bit more money. We're having some additional expenses on police, fire, overtime, adding some more money to streets, some more money for inspections, and also for fuel.
Along with the tax increase, City Council and Mayor Cynthia Carrasco approved a 1% raise for most city employees. The changes will take effect October 1st. Meanwhile, in Victoria, City Council received an update on the city's water system and efforts to prevent future disruptions. After 2 boil water notices earlier this summer, a council subcommittee examined what went wrong and recommended improvements. According to 25 News Now, the city has since added 12 automatic flushers to keep water moving, restructured the Public Works Department, and set aside more than $200,000 to boost pay and fill vacant positions. Staff members also are receiving extra training to help prevent future issues. KRGV is reporting that a massive pile of tires in Mission is raising concerns for residents in the area. The vacant lot is near Griffin Parkway and Moorefield Road. Neighbors who wanted to remain anonymous told KRGV that the tires have been piling up for several years. Hidalgo County records show the land belongs to C&D Gonzalez Properties, LLC. Officials told KRGV that the private property rights and the cost of removal can complicate the process. Hidalgo County officials reached out to the owner of the vacant lot. Precinct 3 is now looking into the problem. The property owner could face a fine of up to $500 if the lot isn't cleaned up. In state news, Governor Abbott is expected to soon issue an executive order to regulate THC products. Texas Public Radio's David Martin Davies has more.
The legislature's second special session ended without passing a bill to regulate or ban THC sales in Texas. The Texas Tribune is reporting Abbott will likely use his executive powers to take action on THC. At a bill signing Friday, Abbott said, quote, "Stay tuned on that." The draft framework includes a 21 age limit to buy or enter businesses, ID checks, distance requirements from schools, labeling standards, mandatory testing of THC levels, and higher fees for businesses. A timeline for Abbott's executive order is unknown. I'm David Martin Davies in San Antonio.
Temporary nightly closures on the new Harbor Bridge have begun and will affect major connector ramps linking Highway 286 to Interstate 37. Closures are scheduled from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next morning. During that time, connector ramps from northbound Crosstown Expressway to 37 toward both Cal Island and the uptown, downtown Bayfront areas will be shut down. Traffic heading northbound on Crosstown to northbound US 181 toward Portland and North Beach will not be affected by the closures. Corpus Christi road crews have started construction at the intersection of Everhart Road and SPID as part of a $29 million Everhart Road reconstruction project. Traffic tie-ups in the area stem from the city's road reconstruction project impacting Everhart Road from SPID to Alameda Street. The project is in the first of 3 phases. Phase 1 prevents drivers from turning left from eastbound SPID onto northbound Everhart. Drivers headed north on Everhart must detour at Corona Drive. Construction also closes the U-turn onto eastbound SPID, and northbound Everhart is closed between Corona and westbound SPID. Construction is scheduled to continue through March. The Victoria Transit Blue Line is now running on an hourly schedule until further notice. Transit officials told 25 News Now that riders should plan to allow extra time when planning trips. The temporary change is intended to help the transit system maintain safe and reliable service. For updates, riders can call 361-578-8775. This Friday, the city of Brownsville will host an event to give a step-by-step guide on the types of permits and the city's primary permit software tool. According to the city, the session is designed to make the process easier for anyone starting a small business in Brownsville. The free session will take place from 10 a.m. to noon Friday at the eBridge Center at 1304 East Adams Street. Prostate cancer is the most common cancer diagnosed in men. Texas Public Radio's Bonnie Petrie discusses more on the latest episode of Science and Medicine.
It's time for Science and Medicine, a collaboration between TPR and the UT San Antonio Health Science Center, where scientific discovery advances how medicine is practiced everywhere. I'm Bonnie Petrie. Prostate cancer is the most common cancer diagnosis in men, and the 5-year survival rate is 97%.
But with improving technologies and then guys living much longer with prostate cancer, we've really had to revolutionize kind of how we approach men with prostate cancer, balancing disease control and quality of life.
That's Mays Cancer Center at the Health Science Center radiation oncologist Christian Cluey, who's asking questions like, does every prostate cancer patient need androgen deprivation therapy like testosterone blockers?
Can we identify those guys that will significantly benefit from decreasing their testosterone and make sure that we treat them with ADT? And the guys that aren't going to see a big benefit, well, let's not put them through that.
He's also studying radiation techniques like stereotactic body radiation therapy, which is so powerful and precise that it's really changing the game for prostate cancer patients.
So we're able to take that entire 8 weeks of treatment and squeeze it down into 5 days with these really high doses, because we're able to see things precisely down to millimeter precision, and we're able to treat things precisely down to millimeter precision.
Tiny pellets the size of grains of rice deliver radiation directly to the cancer, sparing surrounding healthy tissue in 5 days. That's Science and Medicine from the UT San Antonio Health Science Center and Texas Public Radio. I'm Bonnie Petrie.
An Army veteran of the Vietnam War was honored by Clayburgh County Commissioners earlier this week. Purple Heart recipient Lozado O. Camarillo III was presented with a custom-made quilt on Monday for his service. He was also presented with a certificate of recognition from the U.S. Congress. He spoke with KRAS 6 News about the honor.
I accept the award on the behalf of all my brothers and sisters who didn't make it back to the world, their families. On the behalf of them, I accept this award.
Camarillo served in Vietnam from 1969 to 1970. He fought in the Battle of Hamburger Hill, one of the bloodiest battles of the war. Whataburger Field will host the 6th annual 9/11 Memorial Workout tomorrow morning, presented by Lyndale Bissell and hosted by the United States Coast Guard Sector Corpus Christi. Participation is free. Donations will be accepted during the event, with proceeds benefiting local first responders groups. Participants are encouraged to arrive at 9:50 a.m. with the stair climb beginning at 10 a.m. A separate stair climb reserved solely for local military members and first responders will happen at 8 a.m. Participants are recommended to arrive at 7:30 a.m. And in sports, the Corpus Christi Hooks dropped their final series opener of the season to the Wichita Wind Surge 4-0 last night. Corpus Christi starter James Hicks held the Wind Surge to 1 earned run on 3 hits and 2 walks, while striking out 9 in 5 innings. The Hooks were held to 2 hits, 2 out singles in the 3rd and 4th by Orlando Martinez and Jaron Williams. John Garcia reached base twice via walks. Patrick Halligan struck out 4 in 2 scoreless innings. Series continues tonight at Whataburger Field. And that is the latest news and information on South Texas Midday. If you missed any stories from today's newscast, you can check out this and previous episodes of South Texas Midday wherever you get your podcast. Be sure to check out our other series like Community Focus and more. I'm Rob Boskamp. Your community arts calendar and more is on the way.